Yow! Yow! What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to our broadcast. I am eXtine. We got a fantastic evening of TF2 ahead of us. We're going to be watching DRS, Dead Ringer Storage, up against SyOps on Swiftwater here. Fantastic payload match. I am your host, eXtine, and I'm joined by two other fantastic casters. First off, let's kick it to my man, old school friend of mine, a veteran of TF2 casting. Talking about Chris Shetter, aka KeekerDC. How you doing, Chris?
eXtine, it is making my loins all tingly to be here tonight.
Oh, man.
Oh, buddy.
Yep, sparking up the old school reunion. This is going to be a blast. We have a fantastic caster with us as well, a great player, a huge pyro. He knows how to play some TF2. I'm talking about Huey Lewis. How you doing, Huey?
Hey, pretty good, man. How you doing?
Good. It's been a good day, and now I'm ready for some TF2, ready for some Highlander, ready for some stopwatch, and well, I've come around on Swiftwater. I've come to enjoy this map. It is pretty fun and interesting to see how teams choose to attack and choose to defend. Now, Huey, you are a friend of SyOps. You are on their roster, one of their backup players.
Yes.
Not playing in this game or really kind of actively this season. Let's talk about their roster a little bit right now. Will you run it down for us?
Yeah, sure. On Scout, Halo from the old Watch This invite team, making his Highlander debut this season. On Soldier, Tic Tac is no longer with us, but Memphis Vaughn's coming in to fill his shoes. Cygnus, as ever, the PM Pyro. On Demo Man is the Season 9 BP Kapow, tanked up as Manga Dude Chew now. Heavy is Sharp Shot. Engineer is Nico Gems. Medic is Liddy Axa. Sniper is Corsa. And Spy, Floaties.
Excellent. And they are up against the Dead Ringer Storage roster, which is Ninja on Scout, Tix on Soldier, Johnny on Pyro, Mustard Overlord playing the Demo Man, Sneaky Polar Bear on Heavy Weapons, Skag on Engineer, Cabler on Medic, Tech on Sniper, and Rainy on Spy. Now, Huey, what team do you favor here? I mean, you might be a little bit biased for SyOps. I don't know. What do you see in this matchup, though?
I try to hold my biases. I'm just backing up for pre-games this season for a friend, but I think it's going to be really closely. It's going to come down to whether DRS can, as a team, play together around Mustard's calls, play and interpret his calls quickly. For DRS and for SyOps, I think it's going to depend really on their pick classes. Corsa and Dog Floaties doing work.
How do you feel about the Demo Man matchup, how Mustard Overlord faces off against Kapow?
I think Mustard probably has a better season, so he'll probably do a little bit better. Kapow was just absolutely insane in Season 9. Last time I play, he was definitely top 2 demo that season, so he can definitely hold his own, even though he maybe hasn't been around in people's view for quite a while.
Mm-hmm. Now, what are some of the features that you like of Swiftwater, Huey? I've become a fan of some of the points, and what do you think like the crucial moments in the map lay?
The crucial are probably going to be, easily the 4th point hold on this map. It's kind of a broken spawn for the red team. Mm-hmm. They spawn just as quickly as the blue team and closer to the kind of area you need to hold on this point. But it really takes a lot of coordination and a lot of good play and from the blue combo to get up and hold that point. I would not be surprised to see the game stalemate for quite a while on that point for both teams.
Mm-hmm. Now, this format in Highlander, you brought the pick classes. Is that really who kind of opens things up, or are there other classes that are more important to the battle?
Obviously your combo classes are important, but I think on a map like Swiftwater, you have some really long sight lines on almost every point. So snipers can do a lot of work, and there's also just a lot of flanks for spies to get on, and the snipers themselves, little windows all over, especially the first few points. of the map, so you can maybe never know where a sniper's going to peek from or where a spy is going to be dropping on you from. A lot of my spy friends like the map a lot, as do snipers. What is going on in the server right now? A little spy lineup here.
Yeah, Red's trying to go for a team picture, which I think that would be a great tradition. TF2, obviously, a game about playing dress up, getting your hat on, and a little team picture would be a nice little ceremony. Right now, 6 spies standing next to a demo man. Got a little protest sign out. I don't think he's really protesting anything
FIFA
though.
anthem action on right now.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
Ooh. Mustard though is breaking things up. Cast in the pregame. We do have 18 in here though. 9 on 9 finally. So hopefully we'll be going live here shortly. Tough to say though. Now, do you have any clue? You said that Memphis Vaughn, new to the team, at least, as a starter for Soldier. Do you know what he's going to be running for his items here?
I do not. The last time I saw Memphis play Highlander was on Tangerine in Season 8. He played Engineer for us. I have never seen him out his main, so I'm assuming he'll be really good at it. He's been good at everything I've seen him play, so...
Yeah, he's a pretty ridiculous soldier, actually, and he plays roamer and 6s, and also had a fantastic LAN moment. I can't remember what season, maybe like Season 10, Season 9, and Gravel Pit C, and just an insane reflect air shot, and just, kind of one of those moments, like, a lot of people, yourself included, have hit some sick reflex, but that was really kind of a key one in the 6s community of just him going absolutely insanely huge. Yeah, I was at LAN and it was pretty electric. Just everybody at LAN just totally went hype for that. It was a good affront to, I believe that was Harblue, right? That he air shot out with that.
Don't remember. I remember the air shot and the reaction, seeing on a stream, I think. But
yeah. Well, it looks like we did get a 30 seconds warning here that we should be going live soon. Shedder, you have any predictions? Throw a team out there.
I am going to not know what's going on. That's what I predict.
All right, I was trying to hold you to at least something, even if you are, it's just like a flip of the coin. But quick, let's get it. Let's quick.
Blue will win.
Oh God, that's stopwatch. You cheater.
Throw it to Shedder for analysis a lot. He literally downloaded the map about 30 seconds.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great, guys. It's gonna be great.
He's getting back into it. Riding that bicycle once again.
I'm here
so
for the
no
lulz.
worries. Yeah, we're gonna ease him through it. Huey Lewis, then what's your prediction in this matchup? You sum it up for us.
I think DRS is gonna take it because their combo a little bit more. It's if Corsa and Dogfloaties do really well, which they definitely can. It'll be a little bit closer, but I just expect the combo of DRS to outplay SyOps's.
Interesting. Yeah, I like SyOps, but DRS has been, making a name for themselves as well. Have had some great accomplishments this season. They are coming in with a lesser record, so definitely kind of some seed positioning that they could be fighting for. I certainly appreciate the play of Sneaky, Cable, Johnny. I mean, Rainey is a great spy as well. They've got a lot of really great players, and they're certainly going to put up an intense fight up against SyOps here today.
Yeah, DRS can kind of be a little up and down. You said they're coming in with the worst record, but they did win the little fundraiser tournament with all the plat teams weeks back, so they're definitely capable of being at the top of Platinum.
Yeah, the UGC fundraiser stuff has gone quite excellent. There was a mixer just yesterday, but let's focus on the action here. As the gates drop, Blue Soldier, that is, Tix jumping forward, controlling that roof. The sentry gun pretty far back, and maybe in a bit of trouble as well, but using the Rescue Ranger and all sorts of tricks and tools to keep that alive. Looks like that's pretty much the first point.
Yeah, the red demo Kapow actually did go down there, typed by Tech, trying to peek out of the cave, and it's pretty standard, I think, not to try to hold the first point anymore, in Platinum at least. It's just not worth losing your Uber on point 2. So if you can get the blue medic to pop, but I don't even think he's come out of spawn yet, that's another pretty standard thing, but DRS just moving up, kind of dry pushing this entire way, doing quite a bit of work too. Do force the pop.
Oh wow! Did you see what was that Sneaky that did that, or who was that?
Yeah. It
Oh,
looked
spying. Oh!
Wow, Spy does not get a successful stab. I guess that must have been Sneaky. Deduction. He was the only one down earlier. So playing the Sneaky Ninja heavy roll, and that helps Blue push into the caves here.
That was Rainy, it looks like. Just missed the backstab.
Oh, okay. The Spy panic, and right now, Blue team, that is DRS, pushing clean into second point here. Have an Uber charge ready to go.
I haven't seen too many teams do this sentry spot for a while, but it looks like it's not even going to matter as Rainy sneaks in behind Nico and stabs him, saps the gun. As DRS Ubers through the top, they're just getting directly into SyOps. I don't think SyOps is quite ready for this. Johnny comes in right up into Liddy's face, burns her down.
Yeah, and that was right before they could get an Uber charge. Totally denying that, and then easily captures the second point. Big snipe on from Tech as well. Heavy goes down, and it is just the engineer. So Red under quite a bit of duress.
Yeah.
Medic just spawning now.
Really the only casualty from that blue medic towards the middle of it there, but that's not even going to matter. They're going to get in.
Wow.
I'd be surprised if SyOps tries to hold this point too hard.
This is pretty fantastic.
2 kills, 3 kills,
here.
4 kills. They're doing well.
Starting to open it up.
Yeah, it's all about getting the guns set up and making sure you're covering the sides where the sniper can come in. And actually, Mustard and K-Blair are kind of caught in this time. Unless they're scout, but no, he's going to come in and join instead. So they're trapped on the side of a one-way door with no one else to help them.
Yeah, the scout knows they're up there. The pyro now comes, lets the medic out. They're going to hold the door open, so got a bunch of spawns. They still might go that route. We'll see.
Soldier's trapped around the corner, finally dies.
Cygnus running the reserve shooter. He's the reserve shooter champion. Has been forever.
So it looks like SyOps have finally established a bit of a defense. Quite push to start things off here from DRS. But can they be slowed down, kind of locked in place here? Or will they just resume the blitzkrieg?
Yeah, they're going to have to deal with Liddy's Uber. She does have it fully charged, ready to go. Looks like they're just going to come in, exchange Uber. Couple people going down on SyOps, though. This is what I kind of... Combo play just isn't quite as strong from SyOps, and you see too many players dying right around the Uber.
Yeah, losing Kapow there was a big loss. I mean, certainly could have used that Uber a little bit more efficiently, save some of those players. Too many casualties, and DRS just going to be able to get a good head start on pushing this fourth point.
Yeah, this fourth point, Tix was pretty far trying to get a med pick, but that's not going to...
Yeah, good shot by Memphis Vaughn to take him out as well.
So the area to hold on this point while you're pushing is where DRS is right now, up on this little strip of grass right above the ramp. They hold this point, Red can't get out here and do anything about it.
Yeah, they took that turf pretty easily. Reds have backed up and essentially conceded the fourth point right then and there. It's kind of a soft defense.
Yeah. DRS just done a phenomenal job pushing the entire time. Going further still, and I need to realize that Red still spawns underneath them. Could get kind of caught out here. I think it's not going to...
Yeah, I guess if you don't get any frags. Here they come with the crits as well. This is a good switch up. Mustard gets 2 to start things off. Uber charge used here. A Conqueror used as well on Red team. One of the crazier, newer items used in the meta. Giving a speed boost to everybody around. Memphis Vaughn, the effect starting to peter out. Things not really going well for Red. They've lost a couple key classes here.
Rainy just got in after that Uber and took down the medic, and Blue just has the high ground area. Perfect way just to spam out the window. That's what Mudster's doing right now.
Good stabs on the cart. The cart extremely close, though. I think the heavy weapons guy going to be able to walk out here. Oh my god, doesn't quite cap it. That is very close.
Yeah, they have to sit on it now. And as soon as you have to drop your team down into the bowl, protect the cart, should be pretty much over for the Red team. That free reign from sniper team and spam. Really hard to do anything when the cart's that close and you have to stand on it, essentially.
Yeah, K-Blair has a crit screen ready to go, so I think they're going to send some players in and then follow up with the crit screen. Indeed, that is the plan as Mustard gets a 3K there. At least
Very smart play from Mustard.
That was a great team play as well. Just send the other players in, force them to get on the point, just stand on it, and a huge crit bomb. Wow, that's what I have to say about that.
Mustard doing work.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not too surprising. Skag also getting an insane amount of points, 32. That's pretty impressive.
Teleports probably.
Yeah, teleports and cap points, pushing the cart alongside Ninja.
Yeah, so you just saw DRS do pretty much textbook plays, and SyOps, like I said, their combo just doesn't quite have the experience. They don't quite gel as well as no one really talks as much as Mustard, right? I think if you've ever played with him, so Mustard's got things under control, I think, and when I played with SyOps, they don't really talk so much on their combo. They're never quite together as much as DRS can be.
Shedder, anything you want to point out about that set?
This map is insane.
Yeah, a lot of routes, a lot of kind of weirdness in terms of doors opening and routes being opened or unlocked. But it definitely is interesting. It plays really well for payload. It's been fine-tuned with a lot of plays. Memphis Vaughn jumping in. Gets tech. That's the sniper, so that'll help open things up. Heavy's still over here trying to stack down Memphis Vaughn and gets sniped in the back of the head while he's looking at Memphis. So good start to the offense for Blue.
Yeah, I think Memphis just got that point for his team.
Yeah. He's a quality player. He's definitely going to be doing some serious for the Blue team here on offense.
Rainey's still running around with a good card in the little house area. They know there, though. He's just dead ringing around. Hopefully he doesn't make anything happen while they're not looking.
Right.
Memphis right on top, and there it is. Okay.
Yeah, Memphis was tracking that for a while, and finally did take care of business there. Red is well positioned in the cave, though. Medic, of course, tucked onto the side. Pyro there, and a level 3 sentry gun.
Yeah, they're going to hold this entrance as long as they can. I think this is kind of what MTS kind of surprised did to Tree Tubes last season. In the grand finals, the first map, they held this cave area longer than we thought they did, or they would, and really threw us for a loop. Not too many teams put too much into the cave. Did we pause?
Looks like it.
Okay, well. Kind of interested to see what the SyOps combo is going to do if they'll loop around. No one's really with the medic right now. 100% charge, got her crossbow out. Yeah, even if you loop around through the top, you have to deal with the red spawns. And the reason this hold kind of works is because the red spawn is so far away that the respawners aren't capable of getting spawn camped. You're dealing with trying to get them out of the cave and pinch them. You just get like, return pinched. I don't know. That's a weird way to describe it. Lots of flanks.
Yeah, definitely. I've seen some teams try to hold the caves, but be ignorant to that flank and just totally gets wrapped around. It's also in that incident that you were talking about with Harblue and MTS and their ability to hold a cave. The wrapper and play happened, and they were just kind of like, yeah, whatever. You know, like, we're comfortable in the cave, and you haven't actually pushed the cart. You know, that's what the objective is here. You have to push the cart.
Yeah.
And if you're controlling the caves and they're not actually able to make progress on the cart, and once they actually do flush you out, they still have a ways to go.
It can be risky. You're putting everyone so far away from where you spawn, but you're not at too big a risk getting spawn camped on a map like this. Blue just has such a hard time getting all the way down to where you spawn to spawn camp it, and I remember Hard Blue doing the same thing to us on Upward. And their spawn is so close on Upward that once we finally put a couple cracks in we spawn camp them there and it's a couple points for free. But that's not going to happen on this map. It's so large.
Shedder, any thoughts?
No, I'm fresh out, man.
Did you ever do Highlander in the day, Shutter?
No, man. Highlander was like a twinkle in a Team Fortress 2 community's eye back when I was doing this shit.
Yeah. Remember doing TWL Highlander ladder with all of like 10 teams, I think.
Yeah.
a long time ago.
Yeah, buddy.
It's a little bit before my time, but back in the days where they were still messing around with 8v8s, right? I believe there was even at least one season of a 7v7.
4 demos, 2 medics.
I would be interested in some sort of variation on that, or allowing multiple medics as long as they can't run the same weapons, and multiple demos as long as you can't run the same weapons. I think you could have some interesting combinations there.
Someone had the idea a while back of doing I think they called them pub scrims, where you just get a bunch of competitive players in a pub and treat it like a pub, but treat it seriously and try to actually win, regardless of class loadout.
Yeah, a 12-man game, 12v12s. Yeah, definitely kind of a humorous concept. I think you can make it work. Be some craziness.
Yeah, this game lends itself to alternate game modes and loadouts and craziness, I think.
Right, without a doubt. The 4v4 season in UGC, off to a really good start. 1,500 players participating in their first season of that, and pretty cool format.
Holy shit.
I enjoy it. Yeah.
I haven't looked at 4v4 that much. I heard Pyro's really good in it, but I needed a break.
yeah, I know how that goes. Pyro could be very strong. Shedder, I think you'd be interested in it, but the game is live here again, so we will get back to that in the future. And right now, we'll see how DRS to hold on to the caves here.
Yeah, I would bet. Ooh, this actually could work out relatively well. For SyOps, they can clean up some players away from this red Uber.
Kind of good stab, though. That was a pretty important stab on the heavy weapons. Blue Demo Man, though, in trouble, and Pow gonna go down.
Yeah, Red did end up keeping Cabler alive there, so they ended up with the better of that exchange. And are they gonna keep holding the caves? I would have expected them to get the Uber exchange and then back out a little bit. I think that's where they're going right now.
HUDs are broken, by the way. Might be repairing a little bit. Oh no, definitely a little bit broken. Just kind of how it goes. But hang with us. Cold will be reloading it when he can. It's just that kind of creates a lag, so we won't be trying to spam that too much. Maybe once we get the point captured. Now, Red getting set up here, maybe a bit more traditional of a sentry gun setup that we see here. It's a little bit more defensible. Jump in by Ms. Vaughn, though.
Wow.
Does not get a kill. Does get the Uber popped.
That's what they need. They just need to keep Lydia alive, and she died.
Wow.
Yeah, Tix came in, I think, through the cave while they were falling back, and they fell right back into him. So he got Kapow and Liddy there.
Yeah, this is a pretty good defense still here from DRS, and the clock ticking away. 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
Looks like the pause was for Liddy. Her ping went up over 200 there. She typed in chat that I can hear you guys talk, but I think I get disconnected. Looks like she's not able to communicate with her team.
Interesting.
That pretty much puts the nail in the coffin of this round, I think.
Yeah, just about. They are going to run Kritzkrieg here. See what they can accomplish. At least they will be playing offense again initially, so maybe they can work out a more aggressive attack and set a good time next time. Mustard gets 2 kills, though, as the Kritzkrieg comes out here for blue, but Liddy goes down. As Ninja comes from behind and guns her down.
Yeah, there were too many players before that Kritzkrieg even was popped. Or I don't know if it did get popped, but...
Conqueror out for red team as Tix with the black box, so ultra survival soldier, and he just kind of pops that upstairs. Doesn't really get anything, but does deal a lot of damage. Ooh, Cabler just got sniped.
Yeah, it looks like Corsa got in through the top. Still sitting in the window there trying to snipe. Oh, he's down Ninja as he tries to jump through the window at him. But the goal now should be the sentry and just getting the card in.
Yeah, that level 3 sentry is going to be hard to deal with without an Uber charge, and there's still plenty of percentage points away from that.
Tix is in a really good spot here to try to jump on them if they come up. Never mind, he's going to go underneath. But Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's just kind of posturing for the next round. SyOps.
Oh
Yeah,
wow,
Cygnus got it.
K-Bear picked again. So blue team is making some progress here, but I don't think there's enough time to cover that range of track.
Nah.
This is the time you use to work on your attacks and just work it out for the next round. You try to keep going as best as you can just to get the practice, essentially.
Do you think there's anything about, not showing too many cards here, or you might as well practice your strategies?
Well, you may as well practice, I think. As long as you do things correctly, it shouldn't really matter if you're showing your card. In Highlander, it's really down to how well your team plays together. We're kind of past... Yeah. We're kind of past the days of just one or two players really carrying a team, I think. Those players can definitely make a difference, but it really takes the entire team.
Right, to be effective and perform at the level needed. Highlander definitely a very team-orientated effort. And so right there, DRS just off to a blazing first round. Super fast time that was very difficult for SyOps to match with. They were unable to do so, and DRS takes the first set.
Yeah. SyOps is going to get to push first this time, and I mean, it was like 540 or something like that, and they didn't quite get to the third point, so they're still going to have their work cut out for them. It really sucks, like, going into a second round, not getting to experience the entire map on offense. I can tell you from experience. Back in my olden days of playing, got shut down a few times like this, so it gets a little bit demoralizing.
Right.
Just not getting to play that part of the map, essentially. They don't know what DRS is going to do on that hole either for the last half of the map, really. So that's the other thing is you get to play the entire map. You kind of have an idea at least of where people are going to be, where the sniper likes to stand, where their combo is going to hold, whether or not they want to Uber into you at any times. But SyOps is going in without knowing that at this point.
Shitter, what's your impression of Highlander payload being relatively new to it?
That's kind of rad, man. I like it. There's a lot going on, but it's still followable because of the payload. So it keeps things centered.
Yeah, it's kind of a organized chaos since everything revolves around the cart.
Yeah.
Even though there's so much going on, you kind of just keep your eyes posted on that and see what the progress is. It is the most all-important aspect of this game, the proverbial ball that the players are kicking back and forth in this stopwatch format, seeing who can, kick it the fastest, get it to that goal, the final point. And right now, SyOps going to try their hand on offense once again, but they will have the full clock to work with. Hopefully, be able to set a fast time here.
Kicking balls.
Kicking balls. That's what they're there for? Question mark. Anyways. So we'll see what DRS chooses to do here. Looks like they're just going to set up in the tunnels.
Just looking at the stats, I mean, you have a lot of strong players on SyOps who really did perform in that first round, but just Liddy just happened to die 4 times more than K-Blair. Market died 4 times, and that was really, I think, the difference maker is that the combo v combo play, like I said, is just not quite as strong for SyOps.
DRS, good history, definitely been around for a while. Know how to play together. Demoman tries to jump across the top, gets reflected back. Memphis Vaughn does get in, but not going to do anything effective. Picked out of the air by Tech, actually. Also, snipes. No, that was a dead ringer, so it was not a real kill. Demoman jumps in again, sees that everybody's in the tunnel, just going to do a little bit of spam, but does get taken out by Ninja. It's actually slow progress on the cart right now from SyOps.
Yeah, Tech has been watching the cart from the cave, and he's just been sniping anyone who goes near it, and Rainy's jumping on it, so they can't hide behind the cart. They have to deal with everyone else hopping on them from DRS. So. Definitely a lot of thought into this, I think, from DRS.
Yeah, SyOps have made a little bit more progress now, so should be able to complete this cart capture, no problem. But we'll have to deal with that level 3 sentry gun in the caves. Trying to send their spy in. That's obviously going to be a great tool here to try to defuse the situation. Force some sort of action out of the medic. Is going to go for the heavy, though. Won't be a problem. There goes Sneaky Polar Bear. Out snuck? Question mark. Uber.
Look at
Uber
the cart
used the
keep
red team
going.
here.
Milo just got the cart a little bit past this tree.
Yeah, that was pretty good ducking.
Yeah, the Uber came out from K-Blair, and I'm not sure. I didn't see what happened. I was watching in the cart, but looks like Mustard went down. Liddy kept her Uber. They're in fantastic position to come and get this next point.
I believe that was just an aggressive offensive Uber from K-Blair. It was just they wanted to counter push in, but they didn't really get much for it.
Looks like SyOps is going to push out the underneath side, come right into the sentry.
Yeah,
it's
pretty
going
good
to get
push so
wrangled.
far.
Yeah, they need to get kills now if they're not going to get the gun. And yeah, they're just going to... The cart is moving. That's really the most important part. And
Yeah, it's progress. They're starting to push back out here a little bit. Indecisive, though. The Red Scout kind of thinks about making a flank here, but can't quite get in time due to the sniper. Red Spy here as well, looking for maybe a spot to uncloak, but the sniper sees him before he can get ambassadored, and both teams kind of backing off right now.
Yeah, with the cart so close, they have a lot of cover on it from where the gun is right now. So SyOps should really start trying to control a little bit more of the upper area, because they can just easily edge that cart in with a few suicides from kind of non-important players, I think.
Yeah, cart is rolling back right now, and no one in a position to just touch it. I mean, the scout maybe, but has yet to do so. Really should consider doing so. Just, I mean, once you stop it, it takes a while for it to reset again, but yeah, there we go. Somebody finally hops on it real quick.
Yeah, it was Spy.
Another Uber v Uber, but SyOps has the class advantage right now. Mustard going down. They just need to get the gun and the cart.
Yeah,
moving.
Kapow up top coming in. Should get in on the engineer. Oh, Pyro is here. Uber Pyro. And that's going to be pretty devastating, actually.
Johnny Liddy kind of getting caught out there.
Yeah, pretty good play by Johnny. Able to jump down and take care of business pretty easily there.
Aside from losing their medic, SyOps really did get what they wanted out of that exchange, though. They got the cart pushed in. They changed the spawns for red. And they're still getting a few kills here. Sneaky Polar Bear going down. That's kind of led to, I think, all the pushes so far from SyOps this round is heavy for DRS going down. See if they can work something out that, maybe work a little bit of spam.
They are in this upstairs attic area trying to get some momentum from there. Nothing really happening through that quite yet, though.
Yeah, they got the NG, and the gun is down. So as long as they keep Liddy up and just kind of slow push it, they should be able to move the cart in. Mustard's really the only thing they need to worry about right now. Sneaky Polar Bear going down again.
Oh my god, though. That was Liddy, though, as Tix. Wow. The Conqueror comes in from the side, and that was kind of sloppy, not securing all the exits.
They still have the classes they need, and they're forcing DRS to jump onto that cart, and Kapow's just going to spam down onto it.
Yeah, DRS holding, though, for now. Spy comes in here. Gonna get found out, though, and taken down. Heavy is still lurking around as well. Also at the Dead Ringer on Rainy. Players coming in and trying to deal with this Heavy, but surviving for now.
Yeah, I think Mustard's making the right call here to try to shift back to this kind of a hole a little bit further away from their spawn. They know, as close as the cart is, that SyOps has every advantage of dropping down from all directions.
Yeah, they're trying to do it with the Scout and Spy coming in here. Engineer as well. A lot of good sacrificial attempts to push that cart further.
SyOps does have a height advantage if they come out this little attic where they came out before. Not sure where the combo is at the moment. They're coming in the other direction. Just the Medic and Pyro only together right now.
Yeah, they're bringing some good pressure. Pyro wants to jump on the cart. Is going to get gunned down. The soldier, that's Memphis Vaughn, raining some spam down. Demo and Medic on the far left side from the defensive perspective.
Well,
and Spy also lurking around as well. Yeah, the last attempt was started by the engineer who just jumped in to stop that cart rolling backwards. But they do have it going backwards again now. Blue Uber is used. Maybe not the best position. Red Heavy gets taken down quickly. Very nice pipe.
And just no one looking at Liddy.
Wow.
Getting air blasted by the Pyro. They're even not Uber. Cabler does get taken down. Corsa gets a snipe, and there's a lot down, and everything else is hurt for SyOps, for DRS right now.
Yeah.
They could swing this really well if they just push forward. Liddy just stunned. They can get up on this. Just need to get this gun, which is not in the greatest spot. It can pretty easily be spammed down.
It is definitely an interesting location. Mustard Overlord does get stabbed down as well. Just gonna make things a little bit easier. The gun has been, or is about to be redeployed. There we go. And a lot down for SyOps actually.
Yeah, that did not go so well. Probably should have got a little bit further up with their heavy and demo just to spawn kind of over the cliff. Dog Floaties has done a pretty good job of keeping the sentry down, but didn't quite get away with it this time. Skag finds him out and removes the sapper. Yeah, this is where the game kind of is going to probably stalemate a bit.
Yeah, Red is using a defensive Kritzkrieg as well. Here it is. You see, he sees him on the left. Should get great results here. Oh no! Just got stuffed as Cabler goes down early to Memphis Vaughn. Perfectly timed jump from him. That could have been disastrous for SyOps.
Yeah. They did end up taking down quite a bit of DRS, so they're going to get some time on the cart. DRS is going to spawn at the exact same time as SyOps does. What I was talking about, the broken point before, and they're a little bit closer to where they need to be to hold the point. So unless SyOps can muscle them off this little strip area, they should probably be able to reset. And with Kapow down, I think it's going to be likely.
SyOps making pretty good progress here. Only 5 up for Red Team, and they're pushed back pretty far as the blue heavy weapons guy, well, does get headshot down. It was also the fate of Memphis Vaughn, so that does ease things up for DRS here. The scout on the cart, but it's going to have to successfully push that up the ramp. Kind of get scared off. That ramp certainly going to be a hindrance. His ability to just solo push it.
That's as tough as it is to get some kind of spawn advantage on the you got to push the cart up a hill.
Wow.
Roll back down. Oh, Sig, wow.
Sig just going crazy there. Huge double reflect.
Amazing,
and
buddy.
Then a mailbox delivering some mail. That's really going to open things up.
It's the best pyro melee weapon, and I'm very glad that Cygnus is repping it right now. Most pyros don't anymore.
Yeah, that postal pummeler.
Yeah.
And that's going to lead to the capture of the 4th point. So this has been a little bit slow going, but SyOps does finally capture this point. It kind of almost instantly recovers here. I think the sentry gun has been pulled back, but the rest of the red team still, well, okay, now they're falling back further. And Liddy had gone down a little bit earlier, so no charge for blue team.
Oh my god, Tix! What? That weapon, the beggar's bazooka, he just went over the eye box, landed onto Liddy as she left spawn and took her out. Just a barrage of rockets. Ridiculous.
Tix was running that earlier too. I wasn't keeping an eye on it too much. He's back on the black box. But I was seeing that in the kill feed earlier too.
Liddy asks, "Can I play a different class?"
Yeah, Medic and Highlander, man. Like, I wasn't prepared for Medic and 6s. Medic and Highlander is, I mean, they're really different. You got to be worried about classes and random crazy loadouts from soldiers and demos and everyone. It's
and spies flying in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty stressful. I played it at the silver level with Project X. And stressful is definitely the easiest way to put it. Dick's lurking around with this black box. Did have a good look at the medic a little bit ago. The SyOps is kind of chipping away here, though. Has gotten a few frags.
Uber v crits, and looks like crits is not really doing anything. It's Johnny. He kind of ran into that last one that was unnecessary, but
wow, Sig going huge here on the cart. They made a lot of progress. Oh,
Sickness!
Whoa.
Oh my God, Sickness and Sharpshot, the BPM veterans, saved the day a little bit there.
Yeah, that was a good little burst of damage there from Cygnus, without a doubt. Trying to see. One of those things, yeah, I think he got like one frag there.
Yeah,
but just a very strong pressure and really influential, just pushing the cart there.
The right click of other players is very good on Pyro. Just moved everyone out of the way. It's a hard class. I know.
Without a doubt, reflexing the other players around. Now, 1058. Yeah, it's a pretty good hold. Pretty good hold.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough time to beat. I mean, this map is very long. So, I mean, I think it's possible, but DRS is going to have some pretty heavy misstep, just as SyOps did. Kind of medic going down 2 times, like dying to soldiers and stuff when she wasn't quite with the rest of her team. They just need to... I mean, it can be kind of tough to decide to do it, but you really need to slow down and make sure everyone's together for a push, instead of just all pressuring forward without your medic. Make sure after she dies, she hooks back up with people.
So we'll see how this initial hold goes. SyOps does look like their sentry is a little bit forward, just its nose outside of the caves. Memphis Vaughn rocking that reserve shooter. Got a kill on Tix.
Yeah, he just knew Tix was going to jump that little shack. He sat there waiting for him. The reserve shooter, that's mean.
Of course, it also got a headshot on Tech, so we'll be sniping with impunity right now.
Oh, the sentry's out of bullets.
Oh, really?
He could
Oh,
just
man.
has to pick it up and move it back. It's still deploying.
At least he does have it up for the cave defense here.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're going to bother.
Yeah, looks
If
like
they
he's
haven't
pulling it
done
back.
this in scrims, yeah, they're going to want to pull back. And Tix is actually already in behind.
Oh, man.
Taking down the sentries. This is what I mean. Like, there's not anyone really... The people on PsyOps really need to be getting stuff set up and getting ready.
Yeah. Tix, that's a pretty big play there, coming through that area, taking out the teleporter and the sentry gun.
Yeah, he's
Sentry
still
gun now
behind.
just level 1.
Going to take down Cygnus and Nico Gems. I only have
Blair-
to clean up my mail.
Blair holds on to it. Not quite sure. Okay, he's pretty back at the far end of the caves. It was good that he held on to it. I think he dropped sneaky and was one of those like, I didn't save my heavy weapons guy, so I might as well just not use it at all. This will work out for him, as they have plenty of time to work with here. Can Uber in against nothing.
Sure. A little bit early, Cygnus going down instantly. The
Yeah.
Ninja's just chasing down.
I think we
Power
wanted to
as
make
well.
sure they got flash on Ninja, and
Yeah.
Ninja is going to be able to get all the way on top of Lip and Fragger.
Yeah, that's surprising. That really shouldn't happen. I mean, you know the other team has full Uber advantage. You got to get your combo into a better position where they can't be chased down like that. A lot do go down for DRS, but I think they're going to get the card in. It's too close
Yeah,
for
if you
SyOps to do anything.
on the boards there, it seemed like PsyOps had a decent chance of holding it, but just really didn't have good positioning or good players involved. They decided to fall back. They're still going to be in trouble, though.
Hey, do they have a gun up point yet? I don't see anything anywhere.
Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, nothing really around. Engineer all the way back at 4.
Now they're getting the picks, but Mustard K-Blair is kind of in. Johnny taking a nice little sneaky route over top of everyone.
Yeah, Liddy
wow.
taken out by Mustard. They're going to push forward 2-4 here, leading the way. But the Gold level 1 here are going to be problematic to take down Mustard.
Memphis
K-Blair
got K-Blair somewhere away from the actor, so give SyOps a little bit of a chance to set up on this 4th point. This is really the important one, like I was saying. So if they can get a really good hold of here, it's not for them yet.
Still going to be tough, though. 7 minutes on the clock. They have a level 3 sentry, or no, level 2 set up right now. And there we go. Now a level 3. Definitely going to be needing to milk this, get a lot out of this sentry gun, not lose this position quickly. And you still have a lot of time to hold on to here. Tick's jumping around here. Doesn't get a lot of damage, though. Does get taken out by Sharp Shot McGee. Sneaky coming up. Does get the spy. It's actually just a dead ringer. So red hold strong here. A lot of deaths on blue. They do have crit streak. Gonna get that ready to go. Not really in time to contest up against a medigun, though. So as long as things go are popped cleanly for SyOps, they should be able to persevere.
Heavy. Yeah, and Tech had gotten Kapow right before that. He should be back up by now. Like I said, the spawns. You can't, I don't know, attrition doesn't really work too well on this point. You gotta have a really good solid Uber push. Actually gonna be crits coming out from DRS to take down the engineer, take down the scout. But the counter Uber comes out and just gonna clean everyone up. It's nothing on the cart either, so.
Yeah, Liddy did a really good job of making sure to be able to get that Uber off in time to protect some important combat classes. You know, you need to be able to make sure that you're not like popping it late and just saving the engineer and the pyro. You're saving the demo man and the soldier. And so it was easy cleanup for him since a lot of blue players were right around their vicinity.
Yeah. Tech is sitting over on the left side of the right side of the stack. From Red's perspective, a lot of free shots towards the combo. I don't think Corsa quite knows where he is right now. This is where he was when he took down Kapow before, so they really need to do something about him. He takes down Liddy with a body shot.
Wow, yeah. Nicely pointed out from you, and looks like it was too late for them. They do deal with Tech now, who was able to get the kill there. Cable Air at 55%. Liddy going down there, a pretty big loss. Corsa reeling off some kills here, too.
Yeah, Corsa kind of stopped the push that was probably going to come right when Liddy died, but Cable Air still has a huge Uber advantage. Going to have Uber here in about 15 seconds, and they're pushing from that. I mean, as long as they get kills and position, that's what DRS needs to hold this point.
Bong Scout coming in towards the cart. It's going to provoke the Pyro to come out a little bit. Players over in the house now. And the Uber comes out. Scout right there. That's who's going to get gunned down easily.
Popped really early. I think they're just trying to take position with it, which is smart, but Mustard kind of went up, way up in the air, kind of floaty.
Memphis went down early, but did get K. Blair, though, so it was a success. The spy whiffs the stab on the blue demo man. Mustard
turn around, Cygnus
sneaks away.
He does. Rainey ends up just revolvering down Liddy in the middle of 3 or 4 of her teammates. It's not quite looking. Only the demo was looking, and you can't rely on stickies.
Liddy going down would be a little too much. Memphis Vaughn also just barely misses a huge air shot. Blue has been pushing the cart pretty well here. Medic heavy on the point. And Medic's at about half health. So a little fragile.
Alright, Liddy going down to some sticky spam again. Just not able to really stay away from anything that DRS is doing. Their combo's just staying in a little bit too far every hold, I think. And it's just ruined it for him. That point did take a good 3.5, 4 minutes there, so about 3:40 left for DRS to get it in for the win here. The sentry spot way up top.
Wow, that is very crazy. I didn't know you could get up there.
Yeah, I hadn't seen that before. The little scrim I was ringing in before this game. I was playing demo, and I had no idea how to get in to attack that gun.
Must be a new technique then, so see how it could pay off for SyOps here. Right now they have to protect the cart as the Scout Ninja wins the battle. Keep pushing it, gets Ubered. That stops the capture for just a second, but it's alright. Ninja's still getting some frags. Only a few players up for red team. I think that might do it, ladies and gentlemen. Blue all over the point. And there you go. GG's called out. DRS going to take this one. 2 dominating halves. SyOps did have the better record, but now they're going to be tied up in the rankings. I'm not entirely sure how it's all going to work out, but seems to me the indication would be DRS winning this match. Would give them a head-to-head advantage.
Yeah, I think
both teams 5-3.
I think so. SyOps, I think, had a bye week that might count as a win. I'm not sure how they're doing it.
Okay.
Earlier in the season, with teams dropping out, there was an odd number of teams, but we're down to like 8 or 9, I think. So, but
now this was the first. Sorry, I think we are going to line up a post game interview with Mustard Overlord. So we're going to pull him in here in a second. But yeah, this was the first time that these two teams did meet this season. They did meet in like preseason, which was a win by Dead Ringer Storage. So in a head-to-head, they will get the advantage in the rankings. And I think those rankings are going to be fairly important here, as there's going to be some teams that are kind of in the lower half of the rankings that you're going to want to avoid.
Yeah, for sure. The higher you can get, the better. I mean, just coming off of last season, we had a much easier route to the finals in every team, just being third. And I think maybe people, I don't like that. Like teams like MTS don't really try too hard for the regular season and kind of wait very hard in the playoffs. It makes another full month of playing your hardest, where you could just play your hardest for the season and kind of take it easy for a little bit. Make sure you get to the finals. These two teams, I don't know who they'll go up against, depending on their ranking.
It was just pulling it up, but it depends on Minister Society and Murder Force, I think, are kind of the two main options. Yeah. Also, Dunning Kruger effect, if they were to lose, that would swing things as well. But also, I think if they were to win, let's see possibly what their history is against SyOps.
You're probably still looking at a 3 and 4 spot for DRS and SyOps, so not too bad. SyOps will still have, a good 5 and 3 along with DRS. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it's CT, Gentlemen's Club, DRS, and SyOps in the top 4 spots going into the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. So we are joined by Mustard Overlord and KB Blair, straight out of that Swift Water victory. Welcome to the cast, gentlemen.
Thanks.
How's it going?
Good. You guys obviously must be feeling pretty good about that match.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's still regular season and we have a ways to go, but I'm pretty sure if I know how the seeding works that we secured 3rd place for playoffs, which feels good. Mm-hmm. It feels good to go in playoffs with slight, on the upper side, I'm happy about that, and it's nice to close out the season on a high note. We lost our game last season in kind of a we thought we had it in the bag, and we kind of threw it at the end, and we lost really narrowly. And this week we knew we had to come with our A game, and we focused and we did well. I'm happy with how we did.
Excellent. What were the kind of the key moments for you guys? Whether things that made your game more successsul, or things you guys did to frustrate the PsyOps game?
Well, we knew that on payload, it's such a big deal relative to it's a big deal all the time, but even more so compared to a COP or 5CP, to keep your medic alive at all times, especially when you're on defense, and on the flip side, to focus their medic alive. So I looked at a couple logs of their team, and I noticed that their spy and sniper, Dog Floaties and Corsa, were the ones who were basically getting almost all of the medic pick out of the combo kills in general. So I focused on keeping them at bay, and at the same time, in the flip side, having our team go huge on their medic a lot. And we really, I think the medic death comparison, if you look at the log, speaks for itself. We really focused on that goal. And I mean, Tix even switched to the Beggar's Bazooka on the 4th point, which is a strat he likes to do a lot. And I think that was kind of our key. And the other thing was we always were able to when we obviously when you give up a point, it's usually because you make a small mistake, even if it's after a couple minutes doing it. But we were always able to shrug it off and set up well at the next point. We never got completely rolled and lost the momentum.
Yeah, you guys did really well backing up, and I mean, a minute and a half or 2 minutes on each point, 5-point map like this is still really good. It's a really great time. You guys made the right decisions at the right time.
Yeah. Anything to add, K Blair?
Pretty much just what Mustard said. When you get your medics, when you have less deaths, I mean, things just sort of go your way. And, when I mean, I knew my team was going to produce with the medic picks, and all I had to do was, keep my foregrounds tight, keep the sniper jets low, and watch your back,
Mm-hmm. Now, you guys got Koth Viaduct first week of the playoffs. What sort of adjustments are you going to have to make to get into the Koth mindset?
Well, I think historically Koth has actually been our team's worst game mode. But that being said, I think we're better at Viaduct than some of the other maps. Like, we had a really tough time on Lakeside, and we were only okay at Coal Plant. But I think Viaduct will suit us more. Like, compared to those others, it's not so huge. So, like, the way our team plays, we have a lot of people who like to make sort of, like, crazy plays on the flank. Like, even our heavy, Sneaky loves to do that. And I feel like sometimes on Koth, you really just need everyone to be playing heals and playing together. So I think if our team can just all like cluster around our med and kind of push as a unit rather than like running around on the flank like and leaving our medic and me like kind of alone, I think if we can have everyone there like together pushing, that'll be the key. And I don't know what team we're matching up against, but I'm pretty confident that on Viaduct we can do well against basically any team that isn't Gentleman's Club or ET, and we're not playing them first round on Viaduct, so that's good.
Yeah, there you go. Well, Shedder or Huey, anything you want to ask these fine gentlemen?
I think we kind of covered everything that I would have thought. Like they were saying, they just kind of outplayed the combo. Liddy going down about twice as much as carry throughout the entire game. Really showed they just couldn't quite ever get anything really set up to hold on their defenses. So their holds were kind of broken really easily just by the aggressive play.
Yep, exactly. So, Mustard and K-Blair, before we wrap things up, I want to give you guys an opportunity to yell some shouts to some friends out there. So do it up, Mustard.
Well, I got a message from Davey C, and he said, give a shout out to Davey C and say, shout out to Davey C's second best heavy on DRS. So, Davey C's second best heavy on DRS. Shout out to everyone on my team. They played really well today. I'm happy. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Tech, who yesterday, I believe, Tech missed scrims and, the more serious consequences of what happened because he got into a car crash. He crashed 50 miles per hour into a tree, and he told me that he can't move his neck, and then he showed up and completely destroyed on Sniper. So shout out to Tech for being a trooper, and I hope he feels better.
I hope his
shout
neck
out
is
to
okay.
that neck brace.
Yeah.
Oh, Dog Floaties is asking to be moved into the channel too, if you want to do that.
Okay, is that insomnia? Because I don't trust strangers. I've been burned, man. I've been
Strange
burned.
danger.
He messaged me himself, so I hope that he's legit.
I don't think he's in the mumble.
Oh.
Yeah, why don't we move on? We're wrapping things up anyway. Sorry, buddy. K-Blair, you got any shout-outs?
I was going to shout out Davey C, but apparently he just blanketed and got Mustard, so I won't do that.
All right.
Shout out to Fox Soda, and also shout out to Amir Murrow Quick Live.
All right. Well, I want to give a shout-out to my co-host for the evening, Chris Shedder, a.k.a. KeekerDC. You can find his stuff on KeekerDC.com. Also writes for ongamers.com. Is that correct? .com?
Yeah, it sounds right.
And he's got a fantastic articles up, so I suggest you check that out. Also was joined by Huey Lewis, an elite pyro who likes to dabble in some casting, and hopefully, Huey, we can get you back for playoffs.
For sure.
Excellent. Also, of course, we couldn't have done this without Cold on production. You did a fantastic job tonight and always holding it down. Shout out to the UGC League for stepping things up and, putting on a fantastic season so far. Mambo, just starting to help us out a little bit more with the streams and some coordination. So UGC definitely trying to get more involved. I want to give a quick shout out to their community fundraised prize pool, which is fantastic. I suggest you head over to the UGC League website, check out the information on that. If you donate, you can get a tutoring session with a Platinum Highlander member. They just raised another $700 for the prize pool this last week. So, I mean, that's really stepping up the level of play in Highlander. There is serious money on the line for these playoffs. It's going to make things huge. And, well, they're just looking to continue to go huge, bigger next season. So, very exciting stuff for UGC. And, well, that's going to do it for us tonight. Thanks so much, ladies and gentlemen. I am eXtine, and I will see you next time. Peace.